What's up, y'all? About to get into this Love Island video. I don't know much about the show outside whatever I've seen on Twitter, but I want to see what all the hype is about. I'm not really into reality shows like that, but I need somebody to explain this to me. Obviously, a lot of people like it, so I want to see what it's about. Let's get into it.
A utopia, an imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect.
How y'all doing today? We doing no green screen as you can see, but it's still gonna be a great fucking video.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
Reality TV is fake.
For the most part,
But
yeah.
I'm sure you already knew that. Then why do we as human beings love watching other human beings interact? Go through hardships, completely destroy their mental states in front of millions while we all just laugh at them from the comfort of our own home. I never understood the hype and rave behind reality TV until recently I started watching a show called Love Island. I know, we used to build houses and go to war, but it's a good fucking show.
Hey,
So he actually watched it.
all the Brodies that's out there watching Love Island. I got a quick question for y'all. Do y'all use pads or do y'all use tampons?
Shut you bitches, shut up.
And trust me, bro, if you walk in on your girlfriend watching it and you just look at it for a good 20 minutes, all of a sudden a pillow and a blanket gonna spawn in your hand and now you're just sitting down watching the entire season. It's magic, I promise.
Really?
Love Island is a reality dating show where single people like yourself go to a big ass house
to
in
hell.
Fiji with hopes of finding, you guessed it, love. But the sweet, sweet icing on the cake is the people on the island can get kicked off by the audience or even the contestants vote. It's like Total Drama Island, but everybody's horny. Love Island
So it's like almost any other reality show. Or am I tweaking?
has always been popular. So popular that the one that we're talking about today, the US version, isn't even the original. The original is Love Island
British?
UK. But who really
What?
trying to watch Ukrainian people talk over sprittle?
I know it was UK. They always, hey, bruh. British shows are top tier. If you know, you know.
Or a side of beans and toast.
Love Island is everywhere, and some might see that as a good thing. I mean, a show that gives me the chance to
Ukrainians
judge
is
other
wild.
people instead of myself.
Yay!
But after catching up with the most recent season, I began noticing something. Something sinister about the show that revolves around finding love. This shit is basically a
Utopia.
Mostly everything the Islanders experience are set up by the production. I mean, even down to the conversations. The whole point of Love Island is we, the world, watch these single men and women interact with each other for the sole purpose of finding love and the chance of one couple winning 100,000 smackaronis at the end of the show based on if the audience, which is us.
My computer is bugging right now. Hold on a minute. Okay.
Likes them. Money and someone I'm gonna have to spend the money on? That's a win-win. They go through these challenges like obstacle courses or spitting food / liquids in each other's mouths. It gets really weird. Don't watch with the door open. Being ripped away from a person they really like because America voted to break them up. Imagine you really like someone. You have a lot in common. She smells nice. She's even caught up with your favorite anime. Then boom, she's snatched away from you and coupled with somebody else. Now she's getting tongued down and you can't do anything but watch. Well, you're gonna have to get over it, Adam 22. This is Love Island, baby. Find someone you're interested in. Go through a humiliation.
What channel is this on?
Challenge. New person comes in, lose said person you were interested in, get kicked off the show, and get called for a post-game interview. The cycle of Love Island. The utopian feeling comes from the audience and the show itself ability to control everything that happens on the show like a Sims playthrough. That and the fact that the cast literally has to be thrown in isolated hotel rooms in Fiji. 4 weeks, by the way, with nothing but themselves and Australian soap operas. No phones, no friends, just you and that rock.
I know the people in Fiji tired of y'all niggas coming over there.
Some of the contestants were
gotta
making
be.
arts and crafts out of dead animal skulls. That's what 36 days with no Xbox does to a man. They could at least gave them a smart TV loaded with the essentials. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, the Hub, something. At least they gave them an hour a day to go to the gym and another hour to go to the pool to make them nice and right for TV. But even then, they still couldn't talk to anybody while they were at the pool or the gym. They have to stay to themselves to remain locked in for the show. The people have to endure this solitary confinement for weeks, and even then, some of them don't even get on the show. And that's before they even get on the show. When they actually step foot in the house is when the little green diamonds pop up on their head. The simulation begins. On the island, the contestants have a set of rules that they have to follow to keep themselves locked into the experience. And the rules goes as follows. So the eating situation is a little weird. The boys and girls are separated during eating times. On a show called Love Island, where the boys and girls are put on the island to find love and they can't eat together, which kind of takes away that intimacy.
They explain this in the show.
The weird part. The eating isn't filmed because it's unattractive. So on the show, the only part where you see them actually eating is breakfast. And even during breakfast, they're only eating avocado toast and pancakes. I really don't understand the significance behind the avocado toast. It kind of reminds me of the scene in the Sweet Life on Deck movie where they are forced to eat tangerines to stay locked into the experience. It's giving real utopian-ish kind of vibes.
Where you pull that from?
Even when they're eating, they can only have small talk. They can't talk about anything going on in the
I think the term you're looking for is dystopian, my man.
show. And being on an island for 3 months, the small talk is eventually gonna get stale. I mean, I can only small talk my way through the conversation
Before I start comparing nipple sizes.
Phones, microwaves, and clocks are banned.
Phones, microwaves, and
Wait,
clocks
what?
are banned. Phones, microwaves, and clocks are banned.
They don't have any of that on the island. They don't even know what time it is while they're there. The only thing that's on the phones is a camera and I think a basic messaging app like WhatsApp or something. That's it. Now the microwaves I really don't understand, because if my avocado toast getting cold, what am I gonna do, right? Is avocado toast supposed to be eaten hot? I don't like avocado, so I never really had avocado toast. Is that like a cold dish? I don't know. Everybody on the island is only allowed one small cup of wine. Bitch, if I'm getting my heart broken, if I'm watching my girl get tongued down by a brolic f***ing white dude, I better have a whole bottle of Odysee on my bed by 9 p.m. Eastern.
Nigga say Odysee.
One bottle of wine, one small cup of wine. The cast cannot hear the music they dance to during the challenges. So basically, they're just dancing to silence and the squeaks coming from their sneakers, and also the hard breaths. Dancing, that's a fucking exercise.
Wait, you telling me this is explained in the show? Or is he just explaining this for us? This is kind of nuts.
The conversations can be told to be repeated in case the audio didn't pick up. So imagine you're having a lovely, wholesome conversation with a girl that you're interested in. Then you get a tap on your shoulder telling you to repeat the whole conversation because they didn't pick it up on a mic. And this last one is not really a rule. It's more of a subtle detail that's there to remind you that every prop on this show, down to the neon signs, is there for a reason. Take it away, random TikTok I found an hour ago.
So why is Love Island so obsessed with circles? Well, it's because the show's main goal is to promote interaction between contestants, and circular furniture achieves that effect. But the most insidious use of the circle has to be the fire pit, because it makes it so that the only way to avoid eye contact during an awkward situation is to look up or down, which are two body language cues that are universally recognized as signs of avoidance or discomfort. So the contestants are left with two options. They either confront the situation head on, which is a reaction, or they avoid it and show the discomfort through body language, which is still a reaction that the show can capture. But what about all the circular decor that isn't furniture? Those are mainly just for looks, but they also serve as a visual cue to remind contestants that they're being constantly watched. And other shows like The Circle or Big Brother also use circles as a symbol for surveillance, but Love Island used to be a little bit more subtle with its symbolism, so the fact that they have a circular...
I was about to say that it's giving shades of Big Brother. I never watched Big Brother either, but I know more about that than Love Island.
sign that says all eyes on me in the villa is kind of crazy.
The rules are just a cherry on top of the freaky ass cake. The challenges and the overall vibe of the show is a true menacing atmosphere that the producers built. You remember those challenges I was talking about earlier? You know, multiple challenges where they get all mother bird and baby bird and spit food and liquid into each other's mouths. I mean, this place is called Love Island. Not a particular villainous individual who is currently known for his mass baby oil storage and doing multiple heinous activities with said baby oil that we would not speak the name of because it's very inappropriate. Island? What happened to icebreakers? Uno, Monopoly, Go Fish. Actually, maybe not those games. Let a nigga hit me with a +16 and change the color to red. It'll go from Love Island to a nuclear bomb site expeditiously. There's one challenge that really blew me when I was forced to watch it while my girlfriend covered her eyes. In this challenge, the couples had to put on sexy cowboy outfits What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get doused in milk, drink more milk, spew the milk in the other person's mouth. The person then spits the milk in a bucket, the same milk that has been in two people's mouths, by the way, and pours the milk on another person's head, then aggressively makes out while even more milk is sprayed on them. Oh, did I not mention they are in hot ass Fiji? It is currently 80 degrees in Fiji right now. I want you to use your imagination to determine
How that chick smells.
and I'm very aware that there are other shows that have their contestants do wild shit like Wipeout, Fear Factor, that one Japanese game show. But I'd rather do whatever these motherfuckers are doing rather than have milk that's been in two people's mouths poured on
I don't know, man. Them Spanish TV shows, them Argentinian TV shows, them reality shows go crazy over there.
my head
cap.
in hot ass Fiji. And even more on the kissing. There's a lot of kissing on this show. Even on the first episode when they were just meeting each other. You would think on a show called Love Island, the couples will get a chance to sit down like normal people, have a conversation, get to know each other.
I imagine this
learn
wasn't
each other's
going on
quirks
during
and
COVID.
irks. No, the first thing we doing is making out, pucker up. That's definitely the perfect way to match with someone. Why even use Tinder, Hinge, blackpeoplemeet.com? Just go up to somebody and pucker up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Is blackpeoplemeet.com still a thing? It is. So basically what I'm taking in from all this, pause. The people in charge of the show are putting the Islanders in freaky ass situations to condition their brains and their lower regions into falling in
That was
love
a crazy
with their partner.
clip. That
What
was
is
funny.
more to love than milk flavored lips and dry humping? But that's just my opinion. Maybe my tinfoil hat on a little too tight. I don't know, my bad. And after enduring all this, the rules, the freak offs, the smooch spam, the weeks of being isolated from human interaction. Of course, there were some cases where the Islanders couldn't handle it. I would like to warn anybody who is triggered by topics like depression or self-harm. So please be warned when I say this. Love Island is a very popular show. I mean, your mom is probably watching it right now as we speak. And when something is popular, best believe social media is going to be the first in line to take it too far. After every episode, there are millions of think pieces, reaction videos, edits, and most of all, hate comments to the people on the show. Now, obviously, these people don't have access to their social media because they're on an isolated island away from their phones. So they have their friends and family controlling their social media while they're on the island. But when they get voted off the island or when the show and experience ends, they then come back to the cesspool of hate comments, death threats, overall
Disgusting shit.
that they have to deal with when they get off the show. I know I said earlier this shit is like watching a Sims playthrough.
Typical
but with the internet
parasocial
being
shit.
Such a negative cesspool that it is. A
You know
lot
how
of
that go.
people forget that they're watching actual human beings and choose to attack these people because of something they didn't like that happened on the show. And obviously this can result in insecurities being born and damage to people's mental health when they actually get off the show and are back in the real world. And unfortunately, some extreme cases ended in Islanders and even a host taking their own lives.
Love Island star left notebook at the scene of death. You serious? (2019,
And it's a
2015).
huge rest in peace to those individuals. Even recently, they had to put up a message live while the show was happening just to remind us that cyberbullying was bad and these are actually people. Having to tell an
Hey, but the show must go on though, right?
audience of grown
That's
ass
wild.
men and women that cyberbullying is bad and these are people, that's crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie, but that just goes to show how far it's gotten. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine being
And let's be real, is it mostly adults? Yeah. But it's also teenagers. And also kids too. It's not like they got this behind some type of fucking ID wall or something. Everybody watching it. Y'all have all this debauchery out on the internet. There's clips you can go on YouTube and find this shit. Shit ain't hard to find.
on an island for 3 months, being yourself, making questionable decisions because at the end of the day, we all human. We make dumb ass decisions. It's the point of being human. The experience ends and you get your phone back and you just see thousands and thousands of comments vigorously disrespecting you. That will put anybody down. And at the end of the day, it's just a show. It's just meant for our entertainment, not to be taken seriously once again. These are real people. They bleed the same color as me and you. not emotionless bots. We make mistakes every day. I mean, shit, some of us are here because of mistakes. I know I was. My mama told me. We learned this in kindergarten, bro. Treat everybody how you want to be treated. It's a very simple concept that for some reason we're slowly starting to forget. But that's all I have for y'all for today. You know what I'm saying? I know it might be a shorter video.
Oh, well, shit. He explained pretty much his think piece about reality TV show and this show specifically, but I still don't know what the hell the show is about. I mean, to me, it just seems like a cookie cutter reality show. So I didn't really get a lot out of it. I don't know nobody's names. I don't know what episodes are like. I don't even know how long the episodes are. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't watch reality TV shows like that, but I'm not above watching them. If it's really good, like people say. I mean, I could give it a chance, but I don't really know. I might have to watch another video and explain it to me. Because people seem to be, like, invested as fuck into this. And there's people dying or took their own life behind being on their shows. It must, I don't know, it must be something to it. Let's look at these comments. I want to see what other people talking about. Oh, by the way, go follow my boy Colbs. It was a good video, a good edit too. I like that. Somebody say I don't think it's fake. I probably can't even see that shit. Somebody say I don't think it's fake. 3 people have legit committed or took their own life being on the show. Yeah, I mean, they put that disclaimer up saying that they don't like cyberbullying, but when you create that type of environment, playing on people's emotions, I don't know what you expect to happen. In reality show bullshit is, I don't know, man. I don't like it. So basically, somebody said, so they basically mentally tortured the contestants before the show, then mentally tortured them during the taping of the show. Got it. Pretty much. Somebody also said, I used to love watching Love Island, and I actually prefer the UK version. I'm telling you, man, y'all don't sleep on those British shows. British shows are excellent. They said I went through all the UK and Australian season. Those are an Australian. Wow, there's an Australian version too. Then the USA came out with theirs, and I started getting over it. I was over the lack of diversity and the challenges with so much kissing. This is the first season I've seen in a couple of years, so I'm excited to watch this video and hear your thoughts. So a lot of debauchery going on. Somebody said I agree, but in the meantime, Team Alandria. I don't know who that is. He didn't explain it. Somebody also said I prefer the British version, but I like British TV. I do as well. I know America has been on British TV as British shows didn't last long in the US. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not above watching the show. A lot of times, it's the shows that you really don't think that you're going to like that you end up liking. So, I may give it a chance, watch a few episodes. Shit, I might watch it on here. Not here, but Odysee. You can watch it on Odysee. Full episodes, no editing. That's how we doing it over there on Odysee. Watching full movies and TV shows. We don't give a shit over there. But, anyways, thank you for making it this far. I appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.